What's up, friends and family? Just out here about to spray this lawn. All right, so what I decided to do on this property right here, by it being so big, I decided to park on this side and hit this side first. And after I hit this side, then I'm gonna go to I'm gonna pull the truck up, then go to the other side. But I hope everyone has been doing okay. As you can see, the lawn is starting to have that. This one here look pretty dormant. Like it's going pretty dormant. Some of the lawns I noticed they starting to have that leopard look on it. You know, and that right there is signs that we're starting to go dormant. But yeah, that's a big property here. This time in my tank, I put 48 ounces of pre-emergent in it. So you can see this line right here. That's the back. Got to go down that hill. But I put 48 ounces of pre-emergent in there this time, so I can so we can start getting it down a little heavy. Want to get rid of that. That's broom sedge. You can tell broom sedge because it kind of look like a broom. And it's not. I think broom sedge is not a sedge though. But this lawn right here, it's a big property, but I charge 85 to spray this lawn right here. The reason being because we treat monthly. You know what I'm saying? Every 30 days. So I do take in consideration some of the people's financial whatever the burden may be. I do take that in consideration. But usually a yard like this, you easily looking at 120. If True Green was coming out to spray this, it's definitely gonna be over 100. And I think the customer told me she was paying over 100 on this lawn. But like I said, I keep it reasonable because you think about $120 to spray this lawn. We'll say 6 times a year, as opposed to $85 12 times a year. Do the math. So we got what? We'll say 120 times 6, right? So that's 720 a year, as opposed to 85. 85 times 10 alone is $850, right? Then on top of that, you still have 85. So 850 plus 170, because you still got those 2 months left. So 850 plus 170, 850 plus 170, that is 1,000. I think it's 1,020 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 1,020. As opposed to 720. You know what I'm saying? So not that we trying to be greedy. It's just that we want to stay on top of it every 30 days if possible. So since that's the case, I would have to cut down on the price. Matter of fact, look at that right there. Y'all see that? See the leopard print? That's because it's starting to go dormant right here. But if I want to be on top of this every 30 days, I have to we got to compromise, you know, and we end up winning in the long run because sometimes you see some spraying company, they stop spraying in the wintertime, but vital treatments are necessary in the wintertime because that's when it goes dormant and we can start putting that stronger stuff down to go ahead and get on top of it before spring rolls around. Think about this year, it's still kind of warm out. Like it's still warm out here. Now what I'm gonna do is, see those lights right there? So she got the lights on the property. Lights on the property. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come on, see them lights right there? So if I pull that hose around, it's a possibility it can hit those lights. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just come on up. I'm gonna pull the hose down a little bit more. I'm gonna bring it all the way to the back. So I can so I'll be able to cut across the whole yard. And then when I come back up front, I just walk across the front and I won't have to move the truck. Usually I will park a little bit up the hill and then walk down that way over there. But I still, don't be too comfortable as far as pulling across the lawn. Still kind of tough, but this right here is a better shot. Straight back. Now this is the 400-foot hose, y'all. So just a tidbit. If you can, when you get into the spray business, go ahead and upgrade and get your 400-foot hose. See, with the 400-foot hose, it's a lot lighter. It's a lot lighter. If I'm not mistaken, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's every 3 feet in a 300-foot hose is 8 pounds. The water and stuff inside the hose is 8 pounds every 3 feet. So it's heavier. Now with a 400-foot hose, the diameter, as far as what the heck? Something just bit me. I feel like an inch, y'all. As far as the diameter, it's definitely smaller. It's smaller, and you get a whole lot more length on it. Let me unwind that right there. Get a whole lot more length, and not only do you get more length, you also it's also a lot lighter. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot lighter. And then y'all can see those webs. Look at the webs in the ground. That's signs of a fungus right there. Either fungus or some type of insect. I think it's a fungus. I can't remember what it is. Crazy thing is, I ain't got no insecticide in here. I need to put some in. I think I need to walk up and walk down. Nah, I'm gonna go across. But that's the first thing I did when I hooked up with Tarver Turf, right? That's what's good to have a mentor. Because I got with him, and on my tank, I had that 300-foot hose, right? And 300-foot hose, it goes pretty far. On one of the shorts I have, you'll see how far the 300-foot hose goes. But not only is this lighter, it's also 100 more feet. So as opposed to pulling up to 5, we'll say Cracker Jack houses, and pulling the 300-foot hose down, not only is it heavier, but it doesn't go as far. But now I can pull up to 8 houses. I say 7 at the least, Cracker Jack houses. I can pull up on 7 houses, 7 or 8 houses, right? And pull that hose all the way out. And I may have some room left over, But that's why it's good to when you get in the spray game, because they tell you, make sure you get somebody, give it somebody who knows what they're doing, because it makes it a whole lot easier. And that's one thing I can attest to, y'all. If I didn't have, grade A turf and Tarver turf to help us with this, man, we would have been so lost. We was already lost. Well, the first year when I got in 2022, right? End of 2022, that's when I started spraying. Before I hooked up with Tarver, man, I was spending so much money on chemicals. Because everybody on YouTube, a lot of times, they have advice. And sometimes that advice ain't the right advice. It's like, brother hit me a couple weeks ago and was talking to me. And guy might have been cool. Don't get me wrong. But the brother called me and was trying to, seem like he was probing. You know what I'm saying? I guess somebody told him about us. So he reached out to me. And y'all know I don't mind talking to you. For example, like in the spray game, man, I'm here. I don't mind helping people out. But the brother called me, and he was more so, calling me and asking me what our goals are. And I'm telling them, we want to be in it really for the next 5 years, because included in the spray game, we got about 14 years of experience cutting lawns. So 5 years of spraying, that's 19 years being outside, right? So I was telling them about, what our plans were, stuff like that. And the brother he asked me about, the GIE. And I told him, I'm not interested in going to the GIE. That's like an expose with, for the lawn stuff, lawn equipment. It could be even for spray equipment, but mainly what's important for me is to go to pulling the hose back. See how I got it right there? Listen, you want to pull that hose. When you come back, make sure you pull the hose with you, because it's going to be a lot on the pump. The hose reel is going to be a lot on that. To pull that in, it can make it wear out quicker. So pull the hose up with you. So now I'm going to come up here. I'm going to pull it all the way to that right there and work my way down, instead of going over there first, because it's going to get caught around the lights. So like I said, the GIE is more so for, guys that are landscaping and stuff like that, cutting grass. And I'm sure it could be expanded for weed control. But like I told him, I ain't interested in that right now. And he said to me, oh man, I got to change our brother's mindset. And I'm saying to myself, what you got to change my mindset for? You know what I'm saying? I already told you, we've been out here. Right now it's been 17 years. So not that I don't want to listen. It's just that I have goals of where I'm trying to take this company. And right now, going to the GIE Expo ain't important. What's important for me is, and to build this company, is going to the Georgia Field Day. You know why? First off, not only do we get our credits for our license, because you got to have 10 credits every 5 years, right? So when you go to the field day, you get 5 credits. So I'm already good. I got my license in 2022. I got 10 credits already. Now all I got to do is turn in the rest of my videos that I watched to get my other credits for my mosquito control. But going to the GIE, that ain't important to me right now. So I told the brother, because he felt like he was kind of pushing, And I just told him, I said, look here, man. He says to me, because I told him, I said, I ain't interested in that. And he was like, oh man, I got to change our mindset. And I was like, man, bro, you ain't got to change my mindset. If you want to call me and talk to me, bro, I'll give you information on what we're doing. But I don't need you to try to convince me, bro. You know, I have enough information coming in from YouTube, Instagram, and I have my mentors, Tarver Turf and Marcus Bullard. And I say that because you don't want to be getting too much information from everywhere, you know. Like for some people, it may be necessary to go to the GIE. You know, if that's where you at right now, then handle your business. But for me at Underdog Spraying, that's a waste of money. That ain't money that I got right now. Money that I need is to save up and get ready for next year. You know what I'm saying? So we mainly got the template, you know, we got the advisors, the instructors on what we need to do. I don't need to go to GIE. Like all these brothers that's been in the game, that's spraying in the game, that's been in this thing for years, now one of them said, go to the GIE. Now, if we want to talk about networking, look, Atlanta is one of the places where we do a lot of networking. You understand? We do a ton of networking, which is why I put my channel out so people can have a way to network and contact us. And also, I see a lot of guys out here spraying. I see a lot of guys out here spraying that work for different companies, and I even network with them. I stop my truck, pull over, and get them information on how to get their license. So networking is something that we do here in Atlanta, right? But still, you got to be careful about all the information you take in. I just told the brother, look here, man, nothing against you, man, but this ain't going nowhere. So let's just end this call. Because it felt kind of like he was pushing, man. It's just like, man, you ain't got to do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? If I tell you that ain't what I'm interested in, I don't need you telling me I need to change our mindset. My mind is set on what it's set on. You know, I know they say it's hard to put new wine in old bottles. But the point is that I got to take what I need right now. And then later on, I may need to go to the GIE. Right now, that ain't my concern. So I got my mindset on what information I'm trying to get to build a company. And once I reach that goal, then I can open up for other things. So just keep that in mind, man. Everybody don't know everything, you know. And I don't mind networking. I don't mind, this nice neighborhood, y'all. I don't mind talking and getting help and understanding, but we ain't got to be pushing. I ain't gonna force you to do nothing, just like you can't force me to do nothing. But other than that, I'll let y'all know. Should be finishing up the studio soon, hanging up a couple TVs, hanging up a 43-inch in the studio, along with a 27-inch computer monitor. And we'll be done soon. Get ready to launch this podcast, hopefully at the beginning of next year. But other than that, y'all have any questions, feel free to reach out. Get that pre-emergent down. Make sure you have the post-emergent down to kill any weeds that are up. And also next month, don't forget to put down the glyphosate to get rid of that Dallas grass. All right? Other than that, Underdog Spraying, and I will get at y'all soon.